All right, yeah, so this is my first prom dress that I've made from scratch. All right, so I've been wanting to make one of these for the longest, so I finally did it. All right, here's the back. All right, so I am learning this all, on my own. I don't have a mentor. I don't have, only thing I have is YouTube. And the videos that I watched on YouTube, yes, it tells you to sew all the way around, but when I got into the meat and grit of this dress, sewing this applique on, it's not just sewing the outskirts. I don't know what others do, but for this dress, after I cut all the sheer material from around it, you could still see the sheer material from the front. So I had to go in between like all those thin lines of, the diamonds and stuff on, this applique. And I had to cut in between. So that means that I had to sew this applique down, not just the outskirts of it, but I had to sew on the inside, the body of this. And so yeah, so a lot of the tutorials or a lot of videos out there, not for sure if they're really tutorials, but it did give me a start. So like you'll see here, I mean, I'm like getting my thread cut on, stuck on the little crystals or whichever. But let me tell you, once I got my groove, I got my way around this dress. I created I did like a little pattern. I knew how to work my hands or whichever. Now this was kind of stressful, but at the same time, it was also relaxing. I had the opportunity to just hand sew this whole applique on, step back, look at my work, think about some things. But it was really relaxing. I really enjoyed sewing this applique on. I cannot wait till I'm done with it, completely done with this. I was so intimidated by sewing this applique on that it took me forever. I probably had this dress sewn together for about a year now, but I was like really intimidated because I was like, I don't think I can sew this on right. But I'm like, forget this. I had, bought this applique. I think it cost like $130. I got it from Planet Rhinestone. And I was like, I need to make this work. So I'm a little OCD. So I did a lot of knotting on this. So this bad boy better not come off. It better not come off. But I really enjoy, sewing this applique on. If I ever have the opportunity to sew this again, I am going to do a full tutorial and give you the meat and grits or the meat and steak or whatever on this dress. So and to help anybody else who needs help if it's their first time. Now I can sew, but again, like I said, I had this dress put together. It's probably been a whole year, but I am sewing this applique on. I made sure it was even on all sides. I made sure that it was even, it was centered, even from the side seams, all of that. So I pray that it turns out, once I finish on this applique on, I pray that it is 100% wearable, because I did a lot of stitching. Now, for the applique, you will need to use the same color as the applique, the same color thread as the applique, and for some reason I just thought that this blue was going to show through on the nude, but it didn't. I'm telling you, I really enjoyed sewing this applique on. It was really easy. As far as I had to do a lot of standing. I did a lot of sitting, and my shoulders were hurting. But again, I had the opportunity to sit and sew and think, meditate. Again, step back, look at my work. But I cannot wait till this is totally finished. And once it's done, I hope you come back because I will be showing off the final product. I did not make this specifically for anyone at a prom, but I am hoping that once I am done that I'm going to put it up for sale and hopefully somebody will buy it. Now, I did make the dress based off of my daughter who is 14. I based it off of her measurements. So she's 14, will be 15. So it can actually fit, you know, like a smaller person, a more petite person. The pattern that I used, I did use for the dress. I used Karen M. I used her pattern. You can find that on Etsy. I think everybody on YouTube uses her pattern for prom dresses. But yeah, so and her pattern is super easy to make. As far as like sizing wise, just, you know, get her pattern, follow her directions, and you'll be good. So I cannot wait till this is done. I cannot wait. I don't know why I was so intimidated. I don't know why I was so intimidated, because again, once I got in the groove and got my fingers going, got into a routine and seeing what it was doing, I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can keep making this. I've been putting making prom dresses on hold for years. I love formal dresses. I love wedding dresses. And I really wanted to step into prom dressmaking this year, 2025. It is prom season. So hopefully I'll have this one finished very, very soon. So this is the last thing that needs to be done on here, is to sew the applique on. I've done the horsehair hem. I've done everything. And the applique was the last thing, but I'm just perfecting everything. I'm just making sure that everything is good on this dress. But hope you enjoyed seeing me sew my applique on, and hopefully you'll come back and see the finished product. So if you like this video, come back for more. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you all in my next video. Peace.